So I'm going to Oxford to visit my bookstore friend tomorrow, and I figured we'd go over some options of what I can read tomorrow. So I have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I've read The Inheritance Games by her, and they were very quick and easy. This one looks interesting. I need to finish Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, but I have no motivation to finish that. Assistance to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Marr or something. Yeah, that one intrigues me. Romantasy. Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Kind of similar vibes to The Natural. The Modern Girl's Guide to Magic by Lindsay Hall also seems pretty interesting because it's very October vibes. Then Bloodlust by Devin Thorpe. I saw that one on TikTok. And then I have some arcs. So, yeah. So, crazy change. I actually was not feeling any of those. And so now I'm looking up new books to possibly download.
It makes me think of that way back when, way back when we were walking down the boulevard with shooting stars. We knew the words to say, we promised it.
So, little update. You've seen my Oxford videos and such. I ended up reading Sweetpea by Skuse or Scout. I really don't know. And it's literally insane. So I started reading it because I saw the trailers for the show, and I was like, oh my god, like, I need to read this book. It looks kind of silly goofy. And it's also like, you know, there's like murder, which also kind of was like a fall vibe, you know? And what else can I say? I will say it is really good and it's very fast paced, but like, she's kind of, Rhiannon, the main character, she's kind of insane. To be fair, she is a serial killer, so like, duh. But it's set in the UK. And if you know some things about, like, places in London or the UK, it does make it easier when she mentions certain places. Like, oh, she went to blah, 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 and it's, like, some grocery store here. Like, me living here since January, I've been able to, like, pinpoint certain places that she's mentioned. But I read 40% on the train. And then I read, like, 5% on the tube this morning for my commute to go up to Hampstead to go on a walk. And I really want to keep reading more, but it's 9 at night, and I'm like, will that make me terrified to read about a little serial killer early? But I don't know. So, these are the current books that I have on my Kindle because I finished 2 books last night, which I'll discuss in a few minutes. So I just downloaded Deadly Occupants, and it says it's a paranormal thriller, and it's by Rafferty. I downloaded Ice Planet Barbarians because, I don't know, I'm in a silly goofy mood. I'm willing to read a book for silly goofy mood behavior. And Alona, the rugby star from the USA Olympics, was recommending it, and so some other people, and I guess I don't really have to explain to you. And then, yeah, Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Marr or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I've seen that one for the past few years. And then I have 2 arcs. So the last 2 books that I read were, I finally finished Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. It's the second book in the Dreamland Billionaire series, and I read the first one in like April, I want to say, and I honestly started this one in like June, but I just kept stopping it because I just kept getting so like bored, I guess. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling the story. And then the other day I was like, you know what, Claire, you just need to either power through it or just completely DNF it. And sure enough, powered through it. I actually thought it was very cute. And yeah, I binged the last like 50% on my Kindle, honestly, pretty quickly, because I was just like, oh my god, this is so cutesy. It took me forever to get there, but yeah. And the other book that I read and finished was Sweetpea by C.J. Skuse, which I've talked about a little bit earlier in this video. Oh my goodness. Every chapter was a girl, like I was Rhiannon is a female serial killer, and it's about like it is a little bit of how she became her, but it's also like her beginnings, honestly, and it's whack and wild. It is set in the UK, so there's like some little small mentions to like stores and stuff here, but you won't miss much if you don't know that. And then she makes pop culture references too, which are always funny. And honestly, it was a lot funnier than I thought it would be as a thriller. I was just like giggling. I was like, girl, oh my goodness, this is so silly. Meanwhile, she's like, you know, killing people. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it other than it was a fast-paced female serial killer thriller. So read it if you want to read it. I'm obsessed with this bookmark. Look at it. It's like a little charm bracelet, and it says books my therapy. It's so cute. I have been reading Deadly Occupants by Rafferty, and I think the love interest in this is really suspicious, because this is a paranormal thriller. Why is there a love interest, you know? So that's throwing me off, one, and two, he's just like too good to be true, you know? Like, that wouldn't happen in a thriller. No. I also read We Balance by Willa, and it was a little rock star romance. It was the third in the series, and it was really cute. And then it was really sad too. I don't know. I just was like emotional as I read it, but it was good. I also read Magic Coming Undone, which is the second Crow Sisters book by Faith Prince, and that was also really good. It's a YA fantasy. There are witches, demons, and in this one there's also vampires and merkind, and it was good. I mean, there's so many plot twists, and there's a cliffhanger. The little romances were cute. The bond between the sisters is really sweet, and I love them. I love like how they got to this point. So yeah.